Hi students, welcome back to Lead School at Home. In yesterday's class, we have seen up to the example number 10 and also I have given the question number up to the question number 1 and 2 and 3 from the exercise 13.3 as a homework. Now in today's class, we are going to see from the question number, that is example number 11. See in example number 11, what is asked? This type of a question many times asked in the board examination. So listen carefully. In example number 11, a hemispherical tank. There is a hemispherical tank. First I will draw a hemispherical tank. Suppose this is a hemispherical tank full of a water. This hemispherical tank is a full of a water. Hemispherical tank is full of a water is emptied by a pipe. This hemispherical tank is emptied by a pipe at the rate of 3 and 4 by 7 liters per second. 3 and 4 by 7 means how much? See here, 7 into 3, 21. 21 plus 4, 25. 25 divided by 7 liters per second. एक सेकंड में कितना पानी एम्प्टी हो रहा है? That is 25 by 7 liters per second. In each second, 25 by 7 liter amount of water is emptied by the pipe. How much time will it take? How much time it will take to empty? Listen here, this half word, to empty half the tank. Half of this tank means half of the hemispherical tank. If it is 3 meter in a diameter, the diameter of a hemispherical tank is given as 3 meter. Diameter is given as 3 meter. Now we have to calculate how much amount of time is required to empty the half of this hemispherical tank. Okay. For this, what we need here? For this, we have to calculate first of all volume of this hemispherical tank. Volume of this hemispherical tank, and after that we have to half it. And after that we have to half it. Then only we will get what is the volume of amount of water to be emptied from this tank. Okay. See here. First we will find volume of hemispherical tank is equal to, we know the formula. How to find the volume of a hemispherical tank? We know the formula, that is 2 by 3 pi r cube. 2 by 3 into pi r cube. Why 2 by 3? We know the volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of a sphere is nothing but it is a 4 by 3 pi r cube. It is a volume of a sphere. Now, volume of a hemisphere, that is half of a sphere. Hemisphere is nothing but it is a half of a sphere. Therefore, we have to divide by 2 it. 2 1 is 2, 2 2 is 4. Therefore, we will get 2 by 3 pi r cube. This formula you know from the class 9. In a class 9 also this formula is there. That is 2 by 3 pi r cube, which is equal to, we will put all the values, 2 by 3 as it is, into pi. What is the value of pi? We have to take here 22 by 7 into r cube. Radius, diameter is 3 is a diameter given. Then radius will become 3 by 2. Radius will become 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 3 by 2. Why 3 times? Because r cube is here. Now see here, this 2 and this 11. 2 11s are 22. Again this 3 get cancelled. 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2. What will remain? 11 into 9. 3 into 3 is 9. 9 into 11 is 99. 99 divided by 7 into 2 is 14 meter cube. We got 99 by 14 meter cube. It is the unit. It is this much amount of a volume of a water will present in the hemispherical tank. Is present in the hemispherical tank. Then, therefore, volume of water to be emptied. Volume of water to be emptied. वॉल्यूम ऑफ वाटर टू बी एम्प्टीड, कितना वाटर आपको एम्प्टी करना है, निकालना है दिस हेमिस्फीयर में. दैट इज द हाफ ऑफ अ हेमिस्फीयर. हाफ ऑफ अ हेमिस्फेरिकल यू हैव टू एम्प्टी द वाटर. हाफ ऑफ द hemispherical tank you have to empty it. See here, how much time will take to empty the half the tank? Half of the tank we have to empty it. Therefore, volume of water to be emptied is equal to this volume shows that this is the volume of a entire hemisphere. This volume of a entire hemisphere. Therefore, we have to take a half of this volume. That is half of this volume 99 by 14, which is equal to 99 by 28 meter cube. We got volume of water to be emptied is equal to 99 by 8 meter cube. This much amount of water we have to empty. But in the question, what is given? See here, by a pipe at the rate of 3 and 4 by 7 liters per second. Per second में कितना लीटर पानी empty कर रहा है? That is 25 by 7 into 3, 21. 21 plus 4, 25. 25 by 7 liters per second. एक सेकंड में कितना पानी जा रहा है? 25 by 7 liters. This much amount of water is emptied by that pipe. But how much amount of water we have to empty? In a 1 second, this much amount of water is emptied. That is 25 by 7 liter per second, means in 1 second, 25 by 7 liter water is emptied by that pipe. Then how much amount of water we have to empty here? That is 99 by 28 meter cube. Here unit in a meter cube and here it is in the liter. Now we have to convert this meter cube in the form of a liter, because the rate of a water emptied is given as in the liter per second. Therefore we have to convert this in the meter cube in the liter. Everybody know 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters. 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters. Everybody know this. That is 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters. If you want to check up practically, that is in your house there is a overhead syntax tank is there. Syntax tank. Observe that syntax tank. On that tank, either it can be written as 1000 liter. Either on that syntax tank there is written as a 1000 liter, or either they can write 1 meter cube. Either they can write 1000 liter or they can write 1 meter cube. From that we can say that is 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. Remember this. Okay. Otherwise you can cross check from that syntax also. Okay. That is a practical example. Everybody is having a syntax at their home. Cross check that there is written as 1 meter cube. If your syntax is of 1000 liter, then there is written as 1 meter cube. It is a conversion of a unit. 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. Remember this one point. Okay. According to this, if 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter, then 99 by 28 meter cube is equal to how much liter? We have to simply multiply it by 1000. 99 by 28 into 1000 liter. Now we got, this is in the term of a liter, which is equal to 99,000 divided by 28 liter. We got here 99,000 divided by 28 liter, but the rate is 25 by 7 liter per second. But we know that, water is emptied by a pipe. Water is emptied by a pipe at the rate of, I will convert this in the form of a fraction. That is, see here, 7 into 3, 21. 21 plus 4, 25 by 7. I will write directly 25 by 7 liter per second. See here, water is emptied by a pipe at the rate of 25 by 7 liter per second. Therefore, time required to empty the 99,000 divided by 28 liter. Time required to empty the 99,000 divided by 28 liter water is equal to, how much time will require? If in a 1 second 25 by 7 liter is emptied, then this much amount of liter water, at what is the time required? What we have to do here? That is simply 99,000 divided by 28 and we have to divide by 25 by 7. Divide it by 25 by 7, which is equal to, now what we have to do? Send this 25 by 7 to in the numerator. I will calculate here. Here no space is there. I will calculate here. See here. What we will get? Therefore, which is equal to 99,000 divided by 28 into 7 by 25. We will now see here. After taking this 25 by 7 in the numerator, we got it as a reciprocal. It is 7 by 25. Now 7 ones are 7, 7 fours are 28, and after this 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 twos are 8. Again 1 will remain. 4 fours are 16, 3 will remain. 4 sevens are 28, 2 will remain, and 4 fives are 20, and 0 as it is. Now here 25 ones are 25, 25 nines are 225, 25 nines are 225. After subtracting it, 22 will remain. Again 225 it will come. 25 nines are again 225 and 0 as it is. Therefore 990 seconds. We got, see here, what we got, time required to empty the 99,000 divided by 28 liter water is equal to 990 seconds. If you want to calculate in a minute, what we have to do? We have to divide it by 60 degrees. Divide it by 60. Then what will we get? See here, 990 divided by 60. 990 divided by 60 is equal to, this 0 get cancelled. 6 ones are 6, 6 ones are 6. Again what will remain here? 3 will remain. 6 sixes are 36. 3 will remain. Then 6 fives are 30. 3 will remain. It will become 30. 6 fives are 30. Therefore, which is equal to, we got 16.5 minutes. Therefore, time required to empty the 99,000 divided by 28 liter water is equal to 16.5 minutes. Therefore, you have to write one sentence below this. The time taken to empty half the tank is equal to 16.5 minutes. Okay, copy down. Okay, students. Now we will see question number 7 from the exercise 13.3. Now in this question, I have not written the entire question. I will explain what is asked in this question. See here, there is a cylindrical bucket in which the sand is filled. Now we have to pour this sand. On the ground, and we have to form a conical heap. Which is of a height 24 centimeter. We have to form a conical heap which is of a height 24 centimeter. Read clearly the question. That is, here height of that conical heap is given as 24 centimeter. Not a slant height. It is a simply height. Perpendicular height of that conical heap is given as 24 centimeter. And the height of a cylindrical bucket is 32 centimeter is given. And the radius of the base of that cylindrical bucket is 18 centimeter. It is given. And what we have to find? We have to find the radius and the slant height of the heap. Whatever the heap is formed after pouring the sand from the cylindrical bucket, we are going to pour the sand on the ground, and we have to form the conical heap. Which is of a height 24 centimeter, and we have to find what is the radius of that conical heap and the slant height of that conical heap. Let us see how to calculate. See here, first of all, to calculate this radius and slant height of conical heap, first of all we have to find what amount of volume of a sand initially was in the cylinder. That is the volume of a cylinder only. Volume of a cylinder, or you can directly write volume of a sand present in the cylinder. Volume of a sand present in the cylinder is equal to how much? Volume of a sand present in the cylinder is equal to, what is the formula? That is a formula, volume of a cylinder only, pi r square into h. Pi r square. Here I will consider a capital R. Here radius I will consider it as a capital R. Capital R radius for the cylinder I will consider. Pi r square into h. And height I will consider it as a h. Capital H. We will use pi is equal to 22 by 7 into Radius, what is the radius here given as 18 centimeter into 18. Why 2 times? Because r square is there. Then height, what is the height? Height of the cylinder is 32. Right? 32. Keep as it is. Don't solve it. Don't solve or don't calculate the value because we need the further calculation for this volume of a cone also. At that time we can reduce this. Okay? See here. We know that now we have to find the volume of a heap of a cone. We know that volume of a heap of a cone is equal to volume of a cone only. We know that volume of heap of cone is equal to, what is the volume of a cone? 1/3 of pi r square h. That is 1 by 3 into pi r square into height h. I will consider this as a small h height and this as a small r as a radius of that cone, which is equal to 1/3, 1 by 3, pi is equal to 22 by 7. Radius is how much? We don't know. Put as it is. Into height is 24. Height is 24 centimeter. Therefore, we know that what we know, that is volume of sand present in the cylinder is equal to volume of a heap of a cone. These two are equal or not? Therefore, but volume of sand present in cylinder, volume of sand present in cylinder is equal to volume of heap of cone. Volume of heap of cone. Both the volumes are equal, na? But the same sand is used to make the heap of a cone. Therefore, both the volumes are equal. Therefore, put all the values. What is the volume of present in the sand present in the cylinder is equal to 22 by 7 into 18 into 32, which is equal to 1 by 3 into 22 by 7 into r square into 24. Now see here, this 22 by 7 get cancelled. Again, 4 6 are 24. Again, 4 8 are 32. Or 6 1 are 6. 6 3 are 18. 6 3 are 18. Again, send this 3 towards this side. It will go in a multiplication. 3 into 3 is 9. 9 into 18 into 8 is equal to r square we got. 9 into 18 into 8 is equal to r square we got. Therefore, calculate this, or you can simply separate out this. This can also be written as 9 into 2 into 2 into 4. This 8 can also be written as 2 into 4. This 18 can also be written as 9 into 2, and this 9 as it is. Therefore, taking square root on both sides, I will write first of all like this: 9 into 2 into 2 into 4. Now taking square root on both sides. After taking square root, we will get r is equal to 9 into 2 into 2, which is equal to 36 centimeter. Therefore, we got r is equal to 36 centimeter. And what we have to find here, L also we have to find. Therefore, slant height is equal to slant height of heap is equal to, we know the formula to find the slant height, that is under root L is equal to under root h square plus r square. Here radius is given as 36. We will put here height is given as 24. 24 square plus 36 square. Calculate it. How much 24 square? 24 into 24. 24 4 is 96. 24 2 is 48. 48 plus 9 is equal to 57. 576 we got here. 576. That is 24 square plus 36 square. What is the 36 square? 36 square is equal to 6 into 6 is 36. 6 into 3 is 18 plus 3 is equal to 21. 3 6 is 18. 3 3 is 9 plus 1 10. We got here 1296. Calculate it. Okay, after calculating this, you will get 12 root 13 centimeter. Therefore, the slant height of the heap L is equal to 12 root 13 centimeter. Here we got radius is equal to 36 centimeter and slant height is equal to 12 root 13 centimeter. Okay. Okay, students. Now we will see question number 8 from the exercise 13.3. See here, this question is very important question. Now listen carefully. What is asked here? Water in a canal. There is a canal 6 meter wide. Suppose this is a canal. I will draw like this. This is a canal. The canal is like this. The water is flowing in this direction. Water is flowing in this direction. This is a canal. The water is flowing in this direction. See here. Suppose this is a canal which is having a 6 meter wide. Which is a 6 meter wide. The width of this canal is 6 meter and also 1.5 meter deep. 1.5 meter deep means the height of that canal is 1.5 meter. The height of this canal is 1.5 meter and water is flowing like this. See here, water is flowing in this direction. Water is flowing in this direction. Now, the speed of is flowing with a speed of 10 km per hour. The speed of a water flowing is 10 km per hour. What is the meaning of this? 10 km per hour means the water is traveling 10 km in a 1 hour. The water is traveling 10 km in a 1 hour. Now, how much area will it irrigate in a 30 minutes? How much area it will irrigate in a 30 minutes? 30 minutes means in a half hour. In a half hour, how much area it will irrigate? If 8 centimeter of standing water is needed, if 8 centimeter of a standing water is needed, suppose there is a field, this is a field. In this field, we require a water, this is a water, and how much amount of a standing water we require here? That is a 8 centimeter. Suppose this is a 8 centimeter water. This much amount of water we require to irrigate the field. We have to irrigate the 8 centimeter height. The water to be standing water in the field is required. Then how much area will be irrigated? Area means this much area. Suppose we will assume this is a length as a L and breadth as a B. B is a breadth. L into B is the area. This much amount of area will be irrigated by this canal. Then height is given as 8 centimeter. We have to calculate how much area is irrigated by this canal water. Now, for this, first of all, we have to find in a 1 hour how much amount of water flow through this canal. In 1 hour, how much amount of water flow through this canal, and after that we will get in a half hour how much amount of water will flow. Okay. First, volume of water flow through the canal, flow through canal in 1 hour is equal to, this canal is in the shape of a cuboid. Therefore, volume of cuboid formula we have to apply here. That is, in 1 hour how much it will flow? 6. Length how much? First we have to take a length. How much distance it will cover in a 1 hour? That is 10 km. Therefore, here we have to consider a 10 km per hour is a length. 10 km. 10 km means we have to take this 10 km in a meter. How much meter? 10,000 meter. Take here 10,000 meter. This 10 km can be written as 10,000. It is a length. In a 1 hour it will cover the 10,000 meter. Therefore, we have to consider the length as a 10,000 here. Because we are going to find the volume of a water flow through canal in a 1 hour. In a 1 hour, this much amount of distance it will travel. Therefore, we have to consider length as a this much. And breadth is a 6 meter and height will be 1.5. This is a formula for cuboid. We know the formula for cuboid is LBH, length into breadth into height, which is equal to 15 into 6 is 90. Therefore, 9 will be get 9 into 10,000, which is nothing but 90,000. We got 90,000 meter cube per hour. In a 1 hour, the volume of a water flow through the canal is meter cube, 90,000 meter cube per hour. Therefore, volume of water flow through canal in 30 minutes is equal to, see here, in a 1 hour 90,000 meter cube water will flow. Then in 30 minutes means half of an hour. Half of an hour is half of this 90,000, which is equal to half of 90,000, which is equal to, we got 45,000 meter cube. 45,000 meter cube amount of a water will flow through in a 30 minute. In a 30 minute, 45,000 meter cube water is flowing through the canal. Then how much area it will irrigate? How much area it will irrigate in this much amount of volume? Therefore, area irrigated by 45,000 meter cube volume of water is equal to area irrigated by 45,000 meter cube volume of water is equal to how much area? We have considered here L into B is the area here, L into B, and what is the height? Height is 8 centimeter, or you can directly write here volume of water flowing through canal, volume of water flowing through canal in 30 minutes is equal to volume of water used to irrigate is used to irrigate. Okay, we know that here volume of water flowing through a canal in a 30 minutes. What amount of volume of water flowing through the canal in the 30 minutes? That much amount of a volume will used for the irrigate. That is, the amount of a volume of water used for the irrigation is equal to this height into length into breadth. It is also in the form of a cuboid only, na? Therefore, we have to use here this 8 centimeter into L into B. It is the volume of amount of water used for the irrigation purpose. That is volume of water used in a irrigate. Volume of water flowing through canal in a 30 minutes is equal to 45,000 meter cube. We know this. Then what amount of a volume of the water used for the irrigate is equal to, this height is given as in a 8 centimeter. We will convert it in a meter. That is 0.08 meter. This 8 centimeter is equal to, in a meter, that is 0.08 meter, because we have taken this 45,000 in a meter. Therefore, convert it 8 centimeter in the meter, then you will get this much meter, which is equal to volume of water used to irrigate is equal to 0.08. This is the height. First we will write length. What is the length? Length we don't know. L into breadth also we don't know. What is the height? Height is 0.08 meter. Therefore, L into B. L into B is nothing but, it is the area irrigated. Area is irrigated. That much only we have to find here. L into B is equal to 45,000 divided by 0.08, which is equal to, we will get 562500 meter cube. We will get 562500 meter cube. This much amount of a area, sorry, it is not a meter cube, it is a meter square, because it is a area. See here, L into B is the area. Therefore, we got here 5,62,500 meter square area is irrigated. Or if you want to convert in the hectare, it will come, L into B is equal to 56.25 hectares. 62.6 56.25 hectares. Now, what is the conversion unit? How much meter cube is equal to 1 hectare? See here, 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. If we taken here, then this much meter square is equal to how much? 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4 digits, we have to put the decimal point. Therefore, we get here 56.25 hectares. Okay? This remember this one because this is a conversion. This used for a conversion. Therefore, write one sentence below this. Therefore, area irrigated is 56.25 hectares. Okay. Now take a homework. Exercise 13.3, question number 4, 5, 6 and 9. These 4 questions are for a homework. You have to do it. Okay. Bye students.